What's up everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jamaraly and my channel is all about helping you start or grow your marketing agency or e-commerce store. For those who are new here, I actually run my own e-commerce agency and my own e-commerce store, and we'll be sharing tips and strategies to help you grow your online business. So as you guys can tell by the title of this video, in today's video, I will be discussing and sharing the 3 ways on how you guys can actually increase your online store's revenue. Now, whether you are an e-commerce store owner or an e-commerce marketing agency owner who works with e-commerce clients, this video is suitable for either or. And the reason why I wanted to come on here and create this short video for you guys is because there are 3 different ways that I see from a marketer's point of view that you guys can be either implementing for your client's online store or your very own online store to increase your revenue. Now, the 3 ways that I will be sharing with you in today's video are 1, how to increase your traffic, 2, how to increase your average order value, and lastly, how to increase your conversions. Now, before I jump right into the video, what I would like you guys to do is just subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already. Hit that thumbs up button, as well as turn on your post notifications so that you guys are notified of each and every time that I post. Now, again, if you guys are new here, you guys probably wouldn't know this if this is the first video that you have landed on, but I've actually challenged myself to post a video for the next 30 days. And by the time this video goes up, this will actually be my 14th video, making it 2 weeks of consistently posting each and every day. Now, without further ado, I'm gonna just stop rambling and jump right into the video. So to begin, let's start with the first way, which is on how to increase your traffic to generate more revenue for your online store. Now, the first thing that you need to understand is that there are 3 different types of campaigns that you guys should be running at all times, which is a top of funnel campaign, a middle of funnel campaign, and a bottom of funnel campaign. Now, your top of funnel campaign targets your cold audience. And if you guys don't know what a cold audience is, a cold audience is basically just those consumers wandering the internet that have no idea that you guys even exist as an online store. Next is your middle of funnel campaign, and your middle of funnel campaign targets those who have actually previously engaged with your brand or online store previously, maybe a couple of times. And lastly, your bottom of funnel campaign targets those who have actually taken some sort of buying action with your store, such as adding one of your products to their cart, but just hasn't actually purchased yet. Now, the main reason as to why this is so important to understand is because we have to tailor the way that we are speaking to those consumers depending on what stage the consumers are currently in. And a great way for me to explain this to you guys is you're not going to speak to someone who you just met the same way that you speak to a best friend of yours who you've known for several years. So once you truly understand that, you should know that we should not be doing the same thing online either. And moving on, before you actually create any ads or campaigns, you also have to understand who your ideal client is, what problems they are facing, and how does your product solve that problem for them. Because once you know those 3 things, you can actually craft your ads around the problems that the customers are facing, around the solution that your product brings to the table, and around your ideal client and their pain points. And the reason as to why you want to create your ads around that is because this will actually allow your customer to feel much more connected to your ads, your brand, and products at a much deeper level, because they will feel much more understood. And that works especially well at the top of funnel campaign. Now, moving on to the middle of funnel campaign, these again are the people who have actually previously engaged with your online store. So they already know of you and they possibly like you. Now, the best ads for these audiences is your user-generated content. And what I mean by user-generated content and creative is your testimonials from your current customers. Now, the reason as to why this audience specifically wants to see other people using your product and before and after and those testimonials is because they're currently going through this like trust hump and factor that they're battling with. So if they were to see other people using your product, seeing before and afters and those testimonials and those raving reviews, that'll actually help them and aid them and get over that trust hump and factor that they're currently battling with before actually purchasing your product. Now, moving on to the bottom of the funnel campaign, this will always be your most profitable assets because this audience has actually already made a buying decision with you and your brand, but they just need an extra push. So with that being said, this section is usually mostly offer heavy because at this point, everybody within that audience already knows who you are, what your business has to offer, what you guys do, but they just simply need some sort of incentive, like a great offer that you need to give them in order for them to purchase now. However, that concludes point number 1 on how to increase your revenue by increasing your traffic. Now, moving on to point number 2. Now, point number 2 is all about increasing your average order value to help you increase your revenue. Now, the best way to increase your AOV or your average order value is actually by having some order bumps and some one-click upsells put in place on your online store. Now, because I'm actually making a video, I'm not really able to show you and like demonstrate this for you, but I can do my best to explain a perfect example of what I mean by order bumps. Now, when you go to your nearest Publix, I'm located in South Florida, so we have Publix here, Walmart, Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, whatever shopping store. Whenever you guys are at the checkout process and the cashier is running all the products that you're about to purchase, you see all of those magazines, you have the cooler full of all the drinks, and then on this side you have all the candy, gum, chips, maybe headphones, car air fresheners, all those small additives that they have at the cashier and at the register when you're about to check out. Now, you have to treat your online store or your client's online store the same way that Walmart, Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, Publix, Sam's treats their checkout. You have to make sure that you have some additives and extra products such as like frequently purchased together, something along that sort, bundled up together, presented on both your product page and your cart page, readily available for those consumers who are about to check out. And the reason why you want to have that readily available is because like 8 times out of 10, your customer will more than likely add much more products to their cart, which then in turn will increase their average order value. Now, the second way to increase your AOV, average order value, is by having some one-click upsells put in place. Now, for example, what I mean by this is what actually happens after someone completes the checkout. Are they just being taken to a thank you page, or what happens after that? Now, if you just take your customer or your client's customer to a thank you page, you need to understand that you guys are leaving a huge opportunity on the table. Reason being is because, believe it or not, the best time for someone to actually purchase something is after they've already bought something, because they're already in a buying mindset. Now, what I would suggest you do is after your customer actually completes the checkout, what you want to do is you want to send them to about 1 to 2 upsell pages so that they have a couple of buying options to actually choose from. Now that completes point number 2. Now lastly, point number 3 is all about increasing your conversions. And the best way to increase your online store's conversions without having to redesign your entire website is actually by having our 3 core email sequences put in place. I actually have an entire video that I uploaded a couple of days ago all about this, but I'll just reinstate it very shortly within this video. Now those 3 core email sequences are a welcome series, an abandon a cart series, and a post-purchase email sequence. Now your welcome series is all about getting your customers to know, like, and trust you. Your abandon a cart series is all about getting your customers who have taken a buying action, put one of your products into their cart but just haven't purchased yet, to actually buy from you. And lastly, your post-purchase email sequence is all about getting those customers who have already bought from you to come back to your store, buy more products. This is all about retention, which is so important. Give you that user-generated content such as your reviews, testimonials, and also recommend your brand and products to other people. Now, one thing that you need to understand is that email should be responsible for at least 30% of your store's revenue, so it is super important and imperative to have these email sequences put in place. Now, with that being said, that actually concludes the 3 ways on how to increase your store's revenue, and I really do hope that you found this video very helpful, very valuable. I know I shrunk it down into smaller terms. I'm trying to make this video as quick as possible just because I don't want to keep it a drag. However, again, I do hope that it helped you guys, and if it did, please be sure to give this video a huge thumbs up. Comment down below what you guys would like to see next. Subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, and as always, thank you guys so much for watching my video, and I will see you next time.